interesting.
Because my hometown have too many people are Muslim.
Yes. What's your hometown?
Lanzhou.
You know it? No. Okay.
Which means they didn't eat pork?
They don't eat pork.
Yeah.
They only eat pork.
No.
No. They don't eat.
Oh, they don't eat pork, okay.
It's exactly the opposite. Don't eat pork.
And don't say pig in front of them.
No, you can't.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't think it's going to offend Khalifa if we talk about pigs. It's just,
I just don't eat it.
he just doesn't eat it.
Yeah, but in my hometown we can't say
Really?
the pork meat like this in
Really?
Chinese.
If some city in China was crazy. I have a friend who from a city, maybe you don't know the name, but if they use the Instagram and Facebook, they will be cash. Like sentences. That's crazy, you know.
No, I think here it's a bit more. What is it? You can't just no pork and no alcohol and seafood is okay. Seafood's okay. Just everything in the sea is okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So just no pork and alcohol then are the two things. Okay.
And you can't keep a dog as a pet.
And you can't what?
Keep a dog.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't keep a dog as a pet.
Only for bribes.
What about other animals for pets?
Just a dog. Specifically a dog.
Yeah, what would be a common pet though?
Like
Like a cat?
yeah, it's okay.
Cat's okay.
Dog is dog. So Muslim don't.
No pet dog.
Oh, why?
Unclean, is it? Unclean animal?
No, it's just that I forgot the issue. It has an issue.
It's complicated, is it? Yeah. But cats are okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, so anyways, maybe there'll be some presentation, I don't know, maybe somebody will teach us something tomorrow.
You can ask him, I can teach you.
Yeah, yeah. I think the idea is that you learn about other people, which is a good thing. I think so.
Because
Learn about other people. It's a good thing. That's also a good thing. Two good things. Yeah, that's no problem. Right? You can learn about other people and have free food. I think it's wonderful. Right? Okay. Anyways, we'll just come to this room tomorrow and then we'll go down together.
okay. How many people?
There may be 4 or 5 in the other class that will come. So it might be 10, 11 of us. Be good.
There's all Chinese.
Who's in the other class? I have Malaysian, Korean, Chinese,
Asian.
What's the
another Malaysian.
What's their name?
Huh?
What's their name? The Chinese.
No, he's a science student.
What's up, Daniel?
He's a science student.
What's up, Dewey?
Science.
Science.
The engineering students are Chow, Matt.
How?
The person that I don't know.
You don't know Chow?
Don't know. I think I just know that's
Chow, Matt, Kim, Siba, Andek.
all of them is Chinese.
No. The Chinese one is just Chow.
I don't know.
You don't know Chow?
I only know the person who started PMP. And
All
I
right,
take one
okay.
PMP.
Okie dokie. Let's see. So I said I have to do some examples.
Okay.
All right. Whoops. We did.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can draw the picture. A boy pulls at a spring down 5 centimeters and release. So what happens is, whoops. There's a spring, and he pulls it down 5 centimeters to here. So that's 5 centimeters. And it goes back up and down and up and down and so on. Okay. And we're also told it takes half a second for the spring to complete one oscillation. So that means the t is 0.5 seconds. And we also know the A. The A is 0.05. Is that okay so far? Is that okay so far? You understand all the information? Yeah?
The
Yeah?
oh yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Right. Now, my question is, what is the omega? And how fast is the spring moving after 1 second? Okay, so I want you to look at your formulas. Which formula could I use to get omega?
T equals 2 pi over omega.
Yeah, so omega would equal T over 2 pi. So can you calculate that on your calculator? What?
Omega equals 2 pi over T.
No, T equals to 2 pi over.
Oh, sorry. 2 pi over T. I have it upside down.
No?
What's wrong, Ben?
T equals to 2 pi over.
Yeah, so if I rearrange it, I can get this.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Wrong book.
Ah. You got a calculator, Ben?
Two.
2 pi equals 0.5.
Huh? Max zero.
Zero.
That sounds about right, Khalifa. 12.56.
Hmm?
Oh, what's wrong, Go?
How? It's no divide.
It is divide.
Divide?
Yeah. No, what? What did you do?
So I pushed divide.
Yeah, it's correct.
There, divide.
I put here.
Okay, I believe you. Right, 12.56. Okay, the second one is I want the V, and I want the V after 1 second. So which formula could I use here?
Omega
Minus A? Minus A omega sine.
plus or minus omega.
Omega
Yeah,
square. A
not
square.
necessary.
It's necessary.
Not necessary. I know the answer is 0.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh
Because-
because
Because it's half a second,
yeah.
and we want 1 second.
Yeah.
So it'll go up, down, up, down. So after 1 second, it's back here at the beginning, which means the V is 0. It's kind of a trick question. Yeah? I don't know if you're happy or unhappy.
Yeah.
But if we use equation, how to which
Yeah, which equation? It would be V equals minus A omega sine omega t. And if you put in the t and the omega and the a, it comes in at 0. But don't forget your calculator needs to be in radian mode.
How can I use
I don't know, shift mode or mode or something?
Where's mode?
It's called oh it's sine omega t.
Yeah. Do you want to write this down? I think maybe you should write this down. What's wrong, Ben? You look so unhappy.
Oh,
Is it okay? Are you sure? Where's your hat?
why you say right?
Rad, radians. On your calculator, if you show me, you need to put it in radian mode. Mode, no. Shift mode, radians. You must use rad mode.
Which one is mode?
Right.
Oh, here?
Maybe, I don't know. Press it, see what happens. Press.
Rad mode.
Shift and set up.
Is it working?
I don't know. There we go. For your calculator, just keep pressing this button.
Twice?
There. Rad 2.
Okay.
There you go.
So where is it? Right. Is this? Right?
No!
Or
Come here. Watch. Mode. There. Number 2.
oh yeah. Is right.
Yes. Continue.
I
Here, type this in. 0.05 2 pi over 12.56 sine 2 pi over. Oh, sorry. Forget it. Shh. Be quiet. It's okay. 12.56 sine 12.56 times 1 should roughly be 0. What? Sure, gimme.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, nearly 0. No degree symbol.
What?
Look, yeah, nearly 0. 0.00.
I got minus.
I don't think.
Yeah, it nearly
Oh,
0.
yeah, yes.
Because here.
Yeah, you
Watch,
don't
give-
have the
give-
next numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch.
Actually.
Minus.
Where?
它先是
No, don't do that.
Because,
Look.
This is 0.00.
Oh, so we back.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's
0.004.
0.000.
You got it. But look. If you use 0.05, look. Use this for omega.
Oh, we've got 0.
You get exactly 0.
Uh,
I just typed it in on his.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, where's your hat?
Hmm?
Where's your hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, where?
Yeah.
Where's your hat?
More than
Oh, my bad.
Okay. I like that hat. I like it more than this hat.
Yeah, I like his
Yeah.
hat too. Yeah.
More than this hat.
I have 3.
Huh?
I have 3.
You have 3 of them. Good. Right, continue.
0.
Oh, you need to write this down? Yeah, okay.
So if during the exam if I used the calculator, so I got like 0.07.
Yeah, but remember, no. Remember, well, during the exam. I don't think they would do this in the exam.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, continue. Ben? Right, now, this one I'll let you try first. So what you have is a molecule, molecule from chemistry, and it's vibrating, and the frequency is 1420 megahertz. How big is mega? Don't look, how big is mega?
Million.
Correct, very good. Megahertz, million, 10 to the 6.
Mm.
And the amplitude is 2.93 times 10 to the minus 15 meters. It's a small number because it's just a little molecule. Okay. So first question is, what's the omega? I think you can do this. A little bit harder for part B and C. Let me see if you can do this. What is the maximum speed and the maximum acceleration?
Acceleration.
Mm-hmm. I gave you the formula for acceleration, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But UCS can get the maximum acceleration.
It can. Let's see if you can do it. on? Is that English?
It's 1000000.
Mega?
Yeah.
Yes,
60.
that's what Ben said. He doesn't listen to you, Ben.
No. I listen a million, but I need to translate the number.
Million?
Yeah.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His English is so bad.
No. I just translate how many zeros.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
How can I use like power 6
How can you use it?
calculator?
Oh. Let's see. Yeah. This.
Okay.
Button.
How can I put minus 15? Power minus 15. Is the same?
Yeah, just use brackets. You know brackets?
So this is right.
I don't know. I would use brackets.
Practice.
Brackets.
Oh yeah. This one.
Okay. Now it looks like he's still on part B.
Is 8.6. The second one is 8.86. 8.87.
10 to what power?
10 to what power?
Yeah.
The velocity.
Yeah. Just 8.86? That seems very small.
No, it's 1, 2.
Oh,
Thank you.
but the point is.
What? Ah, I better do it. Okay, let's have a look. You're having trouble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, where is the trouble? But I think they are.
okay. omega equals 2 pi over t, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is 2 pi over 1 over f,
Yeah.
which is 2 pi f,
Yeah.
which is 3.1415 times 2 times 1420 times 10 to the 6.
Yeah.
What did you get?
8.92 times 10 power 9.
Radians per second.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, now the hard part, B. So look, you have two choices and you get the same answer for both. You can say V equals omega square root, or minus, yeah, a squared minus x squared. Or you could say V equals minus omega.
Oh, I
Minus A.
didn't use this.
No, that's fine. No, you can use either.
Omega t.
Sine omega t. Or you could even say V equals omega A cos omega t. These three formulas will each give you the same answer for the maximum. Let me show you.
How can we know is equal, brilliant, blah blah, like balance? We can use the cos.
No, because let me explain. So look, in the first one, you want the maximum velocity. Now when you look at this formula, different x's give you different v's. When the x is 0, this will give you the biggest v. So that's just omega A. Like, what's the smallest v? The smallest v is 0. That's when x equals a. What's the biggest v? Omega A. That's when x is 0. Now if you look at this formula, sine is between -1 and +1. So what's the biggest it can be? 1. So what's the biggest the v here can be? Also omega A. I don't care about the minus. I want just the speed. And here, what's the biggest this can be? Omega A. Because the most that this can be is 1. So look, the speed is always between 0 and omega A. Yeah. So this is the maximum speed and this is the minimum speed. Yeah? So V max equals the answer you got for omega multiplied by 2.93 times 10 to the minus 15. What do we get, Ben? You're the only one I trust.
So you can use calculator.
Yeah.
They can't.
They can't.
2.6 plus is a plus?
No. Times.
Times 10 minus
Power minus
5.
minus 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
5 minus 5.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? 2
Yeah,
points
it's 5.
2.613
times
10.
10
minus 5.
minus 5.
meters per second. Okay, C. Acceleration equals minus omega squared x. Okay, but we want the biggest acceleration possible. So I don't care about the minus for the moment. How would I make this biggest? What's the biggest it can be? Omega squared a. That's the biggest this can be, because the x is between minus a and a. So the biggest it can be is when x is a. Yeah?
But it has a minus.
Yeah, but I don't care about, I only care about the size,
Okay.
not the direction, just the size. Yeah? So the answer for that one, A max, is what was omega? 8.92 times 10 to the 9 squared times 2.93 times 10 to the minus 15. What do we get? Yeah?
What is A?
What is A? Which A? Big A? Big A is the amplitude. It's the maximum X. It's the biggest X.
But why you say equal to S?
Here,
Yeah.
why does A equal X?
Yeah.
Because I want to know what is the maximum A. So if A equals minus omega squared X, and X is between minus A and A, then small a is between minus omega squared A and omega squared A.
2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 9.
Hang on a second.
2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 9, 1, 5.
So it's 2.33 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 to the 5 meters per second squared. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think, hang on, before you. Yeah, I have one more to do after this.
Sorry, sir. I have a question. Just
Yeah.
one question. At the top, up, please. That 314,415. How did we get it?
Oh, that's just the value of pi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means pi only has one value, and that is the value.
Yeah, roughly.
can use.
There it is. There's more digits there. Correct. Yeah. You can choose as many as you like.
And the S is the
Displacement.
displacement.
Who?
Open the door. Let's see who it is.
Who?
It's locked.
Yeah, someone's trying to come in.
No.
No one. Go.
Ghost.
No, someone's wrong now.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khalifa, you have this?
That's it.
Yep. Okay. Right. A car shock absorber. So a shock absorber, yeah, it's the spring in the car. You know, when you have your car, it's the spring in the wheel, yeah, for your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 2,000 kilograms above it. What happens is it drives over a speed bump, and this causes it to
Just up and down.
oscillate. Yes. And the frequency here is 2 hertz. Okay. And it compresses by 1 centimeter from equilibrium. So the amplitude is 1 meter. Is the amplitude. How much energy is stored when it's fully compressed? So what happens is, if this is it here, it hits the road and it compresses. Okay. So I want to know when it's fully compressed, how much energy is stored in it. Okay. So I gave you the formula. What's the formula for the energy? It's a half omega squared
I square.
s squared or x squared or whatever. Yeah. Now, do we know the m? We do. And the omega we could know, because I think it's 2 pi f squared. And the x is a here. Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's see. That is 1,000. No, actually, look. 1,000 times 4 pi squared times 4 times 0.00001 if I type it in. So that's 16000 and then 1, 2, 3. So 1.6 pi squared 9 15
Yeah, 15.
15 point. That's not bad without a calculator. 15.8 joules. And the spring is compressed. There's this much energy stored in it. Yeah? Is it okay?
Yeah.
That's not really a lot of energy, 15 joules. It's not a lot. Okay.
It's not on one tire.
Yeah. But even if you multiply this by 4, it's still not that big of a number. Yeah? It's okay?
Yeah.
You need a minute?
No.
Got it? Okay, good. Right, so what we'll do, just for a couple of minutes, we're doing quite well. Where's simple harmonic motion? Yeah, we are. Congratulations, we are exactly on target. So what I mean is we have one lesson left to do in mechanics called the pendulum. We'll do this lesson next. Tomorrow we go to the mosque, and then Friday we have the exam and the mechanics is finished. And then after the break we come back and we start the next section, which is materials. Okay? So we'll just say 10 minutes. If you can practice these for 10 minutes. I'll tell you.
Simple
Harmonic
motion. 52.
Yeah. I think you should be able to do question 1 now. It should not take you more than 10 minutes.
So the range of the exam is this.
Mechanics, yeah. Including the next lesson, the pendulum. Yeah.
I'm just afraid of the English.
Yeah, me too. Me too.